This is the unboxing and first impressions of the Redmi Note 9S. Enjoy! So when you open the box, you are greeted with a white envelope housing some documents. I'm going to keep this aside for now. Then next up is the phone wrapped with a transparent leather. So I'm just going to take it out. After this, we have a 22.5 watt quick charger brick with a Type-C cord, and also the case that was with the documents inside the white carton-like envelope. So my first impressions are good. Here we have a 6128 model and it's absolutely amazing. Right off the bat, we have a 6.67 bright LCD display with a maximum resolution of 1080p. Of course, this phone is a glass sandwich with Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and back with a nice looking plastic frame. The buttons are clicky and nothing about this device looks cheap at all. The fingerprint sensor is to the side and the optical face unlock is the quickest I've ever tested. It has mild problems working in poor lighting conditions, but that was to be expected. Overall, I give this a 4 out of 5. Coming to the cameras, there's a quad camera setup behind, a 48 megapixel main sensor, an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, a 5 megapixel macro camera, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Images on here are absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of dynamic range and detail. Colors here are super accurate, and it's just an absolute beast of a camera. Portrait shots on here are also good thanks to the dedicated depth sensor and its almost flagship quality. It can also record 4K video at 30 frames per second and 1080p video at 60 frames per second, and even slow-mo videos at a whopping 960 frames per second. Although the quality takes a hit, but that is so cool. Here are some samples. The front-facing camera is, although a bit underwhelming, but still very good for this price. It's a 16 megapixel sensor at f2.5 focal length. The images are sharp and portrait shots are superb. The video, however, is a bit lacking in stability and dynamic range, but we'll talk better on this in the detailed camera review. So how does it look? I'm shooting right now with 1080p and I think it looks okay. Give me your thoughts. Yeah, I'm not going to kill this phone in a day. Next up is the battery situation on this phone. For me, coupled with the massive 5020 mAh battery and a power conserving Snapdragon 720G processor, I will give this phone an A+ battery life. You can hardly kill this phone in a day. The day after I got this phone, I charged it to about 90% and I killed this phone after 26 hours. That is a whooping 1 day and 2 hours with an amazing 11-hour screen on time. That is almost unheard of. Finally, coming to that processor, the Snapdragon 720G is so fast. From the UI to opening apps and playing games, everything about this phone screams flagship. I will have a speed test and a gaming review coming, so subscribe if you want to see that. The price of this phone ranges from $200 to 220 USD. I got mine the 6 128GB variant for 99,000 naira, which is close to 220 USD. And overall, this smartphone is an amazing piece of tech. I don't know how they were able to trickle all these amazing features to the $200 price range, and I'll keep searching for caveats, which I'll reveal in my next video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.